So I've been asked to solve the system of equations, inequalities, and see if these points shown over here are in the solution, which will just mean the shading. And so I can see that this is going to be a quadratic because there is an x squared term and y is to the first power. And here, although it doesn't look like a nice handy circle, I can see this is a circle because it's got an x squared and a y squared and they're both added together. So I'm going to find the center radius form of the circle equation, and I'll do that by completing the square. So I'm going to need to reorder some things. X squared minus 6x plus some term that's going to complete the square, plus y squared minus 6y plus some number that's going to complete the square, is less than negative 14. And so when I think of the number that's half of 6, that's negative 3, and when I square it, that's 9. And so that tells me I'm going to have x minus 3 quantity squared. Well, this is the same. It's nice and nice and easy. Half of negative 6 is also negative 3, so I'm going to have y minus 3 quantity squared. This will be a 9. And so we're adding 18 to both sides. 2 9s on the left, 18 on the right. That takes us to x minus 3 quantity squared plus y minus 3 quantity squared is less than 4. So that means my radius must be 2. So I'm going to go ahead and find the center, which was 3, 3, because a positive 3 makes this 0, and a positive 3 makes that 0. So when I go to 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, that puts me at point B. So B is my center, and I have a radius of 2. So from 2, I'm going to go up 2 to point A, left 2, right 2 to point G, and down 2 to point D. And because this is a less than symbol, the circle or the shading is less than or inside of the radius. And because there's no equal sign underneath it, we don't include the circle itself. So I'm going to have a dash circle. So my circle will be like this. And so because A and G and D are all on a dash circle, they are not included. I could go ahead and remove those right now. It can't be A or G or D. Now I have to deal with the other shape, which is the, well, we'll go ahead and shade inside the circle. That's the solution to one of our systems, the yellow shading. Now we're going to deal with the quadratic. We'll bring it over here where we have some more space. We know that our center is at x equals 3, because 3 minus 3 would make that 0. And I am up 5. So that means our vertex is at 3, 5. So 3, 5, that's point A. So this is our vertex. Now this negative 1/2 means two things. It means I open down and at half the y distance. So what I'm going to do over here is just flesh out what this would look like. If this is the point 3, 5, normally I would go over 1, down 1. So if I had had just a negative 1 here, just a negative sign, that would mean I would open down, but I'd go left 1, down 1, right 1, down 1, over 2, down 4, left 2, and also down 4. But because this is a 1/2 instead of a 1, then each one of these y-coordinates is cut in half. And so this is only going to be to there, and half of 4 is 2 down. And so now you can see what this quadratic will look like. All of our y values are half of what they otherwise would have been. So I'm going to transfer that drawing onto my grid. My vertex is at A, over 1 down 1/2, over 2 down 2, over 1, 2, 3. 3 squared is 9, so I'm going to come down 1, 2, 3, 4.5. That's half of 9. This one is solid. Same thing on the other side, over 1 down 1/2, over 2 down 2, over 1, 2, 3 down 1, 2, 3, 4.5, because that's half of 3 squared, or 9. And again, I'm going to shade below because we are less than the graph. All my y's are less than the graph. Where is that? Well, that is everything below the graph. And so the shading that is in both the yellow and the blue is now the green. We already ruled out A, D, and G because those were on the dash part of the circle. But B is looking good, and C is looking good. I look at E. E is way down here. That's a no. And F is way out here. That's a no. So our final answers were B and C.